Ahoy, hoy. Welcome back to my own personal lock-in lockdown. Tricky one. You can see the headstock and you've seen the title, so what am I waiting for? This is a very dusty JagMaster by Squier. But Gavin, don't you mean a Jaguar? No. Don't you mean a Jazzmaster? No. So, what is it? I've spoken about this in the past, how much I really love the fact that Squier have never really been afraid of taking a bit of a risk and doing something a bit different. Whether it's taking ideas from Fender that didn't quite work and then trying them again, or doing their own thing. So what is this? Well, the story behind this guitar is very simple. This was found in a dump. It was in a terrible state. It was covered in stickers. There are great big knocks of paint here. What's very interesting is that it looks like it might have been red paint underneath. This is a professional black metallic finish on the top, but maybe they had red ones hanging around that needed repainting. Scratches all over it. Can you imagine why, with a guitar this style, somebody might have abused it quite a lot? Can't imagine. But what's the real history of this? Right, I think it's about 96 to 98. Squier first released one of these. It had a shorter scale. It was the 24 3/4 scale. Various other things like that. Was available for 2 years and it stopped. Then in 2000, they re-released it with some different colours. This is one of them from 2000. Made in China. So various things that you'll see a bit cheaper. And it's not quite a Jaguar. And it's not quite a Jazzmaster either. You'll notice that instead of the normal pickups, it's two humbuckers. Instead of the wonderful bridge that comes down here, it's just a standard sort of Strat bridge here. And it's also got rid of the confusing and never used controls here and here and here. So we've got a one volume, one tone, and we've got the output on the scratch plate. And our selector is here. Would I prefer that here? Yes, but that's just me. Maple neck. Don't know the body. We'll look it up and find out in a bit. It's underneath there. Tuners are okay. As I said, I rescued it from the dump and it was in a terrible state. Apparently these are Seymour Duncan designed pickups. I'm not really sure ever what that means. When I was younger it meant a higher quality pickup, but I'm always reminded that you know, Homer Simpson designed a car as well. Just because he designed it doesn't mean it should be made. Anyway, let's give it a go and see what the sounds are like out of this. So, bridge pickup. It has 21 frets. It has got quite a thin neck. And it's also got very small frets. So, not the jumbo frets that, you know, most guitars have nowadays. As usual, I quite like the neck pickup. Everything's through the Fender Deluxe VM, everything's on midway as usual. Just to check, yep. Fuzz. Yes, I think that's what it was designed for, don't you? So I've made it out to be quite a noisy beast, which is what I think it was designed for, really. It is certainly a rock and roll machine rather than anything a bit too jazzy. It needs a bit more of a clean up nowadays. What I don't like about it is the little frets. They're tiny wee little frets, they're just standing up a little bit. Clearly the electronics need a bit of a clean. Actually, I'll show you the spray cleaner that I use for electronics, which works a beaut.
346 minutes later.
Back in the room, I use Servicol Super 10 switch cleaning lubricant. It was recommended to me many years ago, and it works. So, but from a guitar that was genuinely rescued from a rubbish tip, I think I've brought it back to life quite nicely. The few dents I'll never repair because it's, you know, like scars on your body. It's medals of battle, as it were. I like it a lot. It could be so much better. I would prefer the standard sort of Jaguar bridge down here with all the weird strings and bridges and the tuning issues. I've just realised what I've said. In most of my videos I go against, for God's sake, just because it's traditional doesn't mean it's good. Traditional means something that dead people used to do. Right, okay. However, for this style of guitar, I think it looks better. I'm looking at the JagMaster again. Yeah, I think my main problem with it is the frets. It is a great rocking little guitar, just needs a bit of electronic cleaning and bigger frets. Anyway, I picked it up for mere pounds, if anything. I mean, probably a tenner, and I love it. But they go for about 250, 300 now, and they should, because they're that quality. Anyhow, until next time, subscribe there, more videos there. Oh, sorry, the other way around. Subscribe there, videos there, cats coming up. Toodle pip.